truncating schools to fulfill family interests, for fighting the life of a man with a landslide age difference. Oh, unimaginable, unthinkable, unforgettable is when Sadia disagrees. The world will come overhead, forcing her for its own. Wine, millet, or respect. Her humility cannot save her. Her future has already been bargained. Her fate into her new husband and master. Oh, people of Savannah, the pen says about 1/3 of our girls are given to men before 18. So bizarre, oh, so frustrating, so limited, so wicked of us. Wayo ampebana. It's not sugar and you talk about zero. I just can't breathe for the living dead. That is fulfilling the prayers of the godly father. That fulfills the commands of the godly mother. Just come to a test of social stigma, the personal dilemma, the emotional trauma. Wayo, are the laws dead in my home? Or the child rights activist is unable to support my girls in this crime? Crime with a lot of lawyers, but common in us. What is a woman apart from her dignity, freedom, and independence? Most of the victims of this heinous crime are social deficits, completely dependent and incapacitated. Why can't we learn from the few living women from Savannah? Talk of Hajia Suera, the MP for Salda South, Madam Otibu Afisa-Jalla, the former Minister of Gender, Hajia Salamat Foro, the former Ambassador to Namibia. In Bale District, forced marriage has become a reality. Facts from District Education Unit says it candidly. A social canker that is creeping its ugly head into our culture, trying to become a norm. We must frown upon. We must frown upon and help eradicate it with all our might and will. With all our might and will. Talk of Northeast Gonja District, East Gonja Municipality, Central Gonja, and unified a great needed man with the girl of his daughter's age as a wife. The cost of this is obligation to parental demands. The maiden that stands for women continues to be Sadia stable. I led Savannah reading in the first ever Queen of the North TV reality show, marketing our bodily gifted, natural and human resources. Traditional rulers, religious leaders, parents, I call on you to halt the practice of forced marriages. As tell you.
Thank you. So you're not a child who was married, right? Because you are looking like an Ammonia. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's put our hands together for Sadia Sindhu. Judges, Sadia Sindhu for you, Mr. Muniru, your assessment of Sadia.
Sadia, congratulations once again. You have once again chosen a very good area. You've done well by articulating what it means and its devastating effects on our culture and lives. Because you know, when you dedicate the woman, you dedicate the nation. And that's very good. You've done well. You also were able to manage the stage very well. Congratulations, thank you.
Congratulations, thank you, Mr. Manilu says. Mr. Ken, your assessment of Sadia.
Sadia, good evening. I like your outfit. Dressed like Ajia from Mali. And the topic you chose early child marriage, I think, is a sensitive and a very important topic, which you demonstrated and gave the effects of it. And so I will urge you, as a beauty queen or as an ambassador for Savannah region, to sensitize your people on the effects of early child marriage and what havoc it will cause to the girl child in the Savannah region. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. Let's listen to Mr. Hussein about.
Sadia, what a man can do, a woman can do better. Is that not in adage?
Yes.
Yes. The topic you are on point, which is good presentation, and the example given by the role models in Gojaland or Wale is unique, and we should appreciate it. I hope when you get the opportunity to lead, you really carry out the project so that you win points for the young girls in the area. It is a very harsh activity on the girl child. So that is terrible. And so I appreciate your work. And then we have to put our hands together to carry out the project with good lines. Thank you.
Thank you. The judges say, is Sadia the lady you are rooting for? If she's the one you are rooting for, can you vote for her by dialing the short codes star 447 star 714 hash? Her code is QN8 to keep her in the competition. Thank you very much, Sadia. Mamaria Sadia for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still finding out which negative cultural practices we will have to abolish or either modernize to save the lives and of course better the people of Northern Ghana. Next to perform, all the way from the Upper East region of Ghana, let's invite Akasiga.
What is this? I hope all is well.
All is well. I've decided to give Aisha to Adaj, who's coming to
To do what?
I'm giving her as, like, I'm just giving her my hand in marriage.
Baba, what did you say?
Tell you what I said.
You are joking.
I'm not joking.
Baba, you are joking. You can't give my 16-year-old girl out for marriage to that old man who is old enough to be a father. You won't do that here. Baba, you are joking.
I've already done it.
Hey, Baba, get your old daughter and give it out, not mine.
Listen.
Baba, I'm not marrying anybody. I won't marry anybody. I don't get like you want me to marry that old man who is old enough to be my but I won't marry you. I don't get like I want to become a journalist. You want to spoil my bitch. I won't marry anybody.
Am I old? Aisha, come with your mother.
This man again. I shall come and live. Baba, what is the thing?
Raji said, that's what I'm calling you. Alaikum salam. Salam alaikum. Aisha, please go to a nearby house and give us chair.
Baba, so you are serious about this?
Adam.
I didn't agree.
That's my daughter. Because the money you are giving to me, I'll use it for the other children.
money now.
No, it's not.
I can add some.
No, don't worry.
So this is not about money, Baba. You are selling my daughter out.
I'm not selling it. What you have, you know what you are wearing. Very expensive clothes. So take it to the space. Pack your things.
Madam, take it easy.
Baba, it's not fair. Baba, it's not fair.
You enjoy them.
It's not fair,
You
Baba.
enjoy. It's having money, plenty money.
Baba, it's not fair. Baba, it's not fair. What I'm doing is not
Don't
fair.
cry, don't cry.
If I suffer in this money,
Don't
Baba,
suffer,
I
Baba.
will suffer in this money, Baba.
Don't cry.
Look at the man.
He's having money.
Look at him. So you are selling me.
Oh, I'm not selling you.
Baba, it's not fair.
Look at what you yeah.
Aisha. Aisha.
I'm coming.
It's the father. Since that long time, we're not making it even.
I'm sorry.
It's sorry for yourself. So after spending all my money on you, you still have the guts to respect me, right?
I said I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
Oh! Somebody help! Oh! I'm dead! Somebody help me!
What is it? What is it? What is it? Doctor! Doctor! Doctor, I think she's here. Doctor,
Young lady, calm down, let me help you. Calm down.
only doctor.
Sorry, madam.
Doctor, what's happening to my daughter? Has she given birth?
Take her.
Baba has killed me. Baba has finished me.
When you hear this sound in Ghana, it symbolizes sadness. As we've just witnessed, we've lost a young lady with her unborn child due to early marriage. Her womb was not mature enough to carry the baby. Do you know that about 50 million girls are given out to marriage before their ages of 50 worldwide? And do you know in Ghana here, one child out of every 5 girls are forced to get married before their ages of 18. And 1 out of 20 girls are forced into marriages before their 18th birthday. So sad, isn't it? In Ghana here, child marriage is an illegal act, but some communities in my region still practices child marriage because of poverty, lack of girl child education, and our misunderstanding of our cultural practices. It is so sad to see our young girls being traded like commodities in the market. Our future leaders being reduced to nothing but just sex toys and in abusive homes. It saddens my heart. In the Upper East region, these are what is going on there. We call on the government to encourage NGOs that are into girl child education like CAMFED to come into our country and help us. We call on our stakeholders, our community leaders, to enforce laws to punish people that still practice child marriage. And I call on all of us to play our role, because it could have been you, or you. It could have been any of us. Is this the future we want for our mother Ghana? Is this the kind of generation we are raising? Due to child marriages, most of the young girls in my region travel down south to avoid being forced into marriage, and then travel down there to work as kaya. This is the kind of Ghana we are raising.
Let's put our hands together for Akasiga. Child marriage is to be a thing of the past. Let's allow the young girls to grow and become mature and be flogged like the idea was flogged last week. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Dr. Akasiga tonight for giving us that wonderful performance. Let's go hear the judges, what he has to say. Mr. Muniru Cosmos, let me hear from you again. Your assessment of Akasiga.
Akasiga, you've done well. You've done very well. I am very happy with the acting and then the placards that came out right now. Your action, a couple pictures is very positive. And then we've all known and continue to see the effects of such early marriages. It is not a good thing, and it's good that you are touching on it. Hope that we can push more further so that this practice can be eliminated once and for all. Thank you, congratulations.
Thank you, congratulations. He says, Mr. Ken, your assessment of Akasiga.
Akasiga, good evening. I like your costume. Indeed, you're a doctor. And to me, when you get that energy, it seems it was you did a good presentation on the topic you chose. And so we pray that you, as an ambassador to your community or the region, you should try and see how you can educate for us to eradicate early child marriage. You did well.
You did well. You did well. He says, thank you very much, Mr. Fuzier Combat. Your take.
Doctor, you have done very well. Our poverty, the north and poverty, what shall we do? And then the next challenge is our marriage systems. So we have to modernize our lifestyles, our marriage systems, and then the aged, there should be education of the aged on these young girls we marry. It's a big challenge for us. Thank you very much. You've done very well.
Thank you. Thank you from the judges, Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection. We hope you are doing quite well, but please kindly pay attention to child marriage down north. Ladies and gentlemen, if Akasiga is the lady we are rooting for, kindly vote for her by dialing the short code *447*714#. Her code is QN2 to keep her in the competition. See you on the flip side. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Upper East region of Ghana, let's go to the Upper West region and invite Muti.
My name is Andrea Gutiérrez, representing the Upper West region. Tonight, I'm going to tell you a very beautiful story growing up in some parts of the northern Ghana. As a kid between the ages of 8 to 10 years, I used to follow my mom to his friend's baby's naming ceremony. This time around, it was at 2. A lot of people were invited. It was exciting. And I love babies so much that even after the ceremony, I didn't want to go. But there was one thing that bothers me. Almost all the naming ceremonies we've been to, the babies were being marked by their faces or at any part of their bodies. As a kid, I didn't understand and I wondered why these babies were subjected to so much pains and punishments. In the morning, I asked my mom the name of the marks on these babies, and she said tribal marks. When you take a look around, almost all the 5 northern regions are all involved in this tribal mark, and even beyond. Growing up, I've learned more about these tribal marks, the causes, how it came about, and I have come to a conclusion that these tribal marks should be abolished. You may ask me why. Let me educate you all on what this tribal marks is all about. It is a mark given to someone for an identification. History had it that these marks came as a result of war. That was what our great-grandfathers were using to identify their clan and backgrounds, and to prevent selling themselves as slaves. These marks are done by using sharp objects like knife, blade, and any object that can pierce the body of human beings. Although this practice is gradually fading off, to me, it is so sad that some babies still go through these acts in the name of tradition, culture, and other beliefs. Since this practice is not medically approved, it may cause dangers to the life of these babies. The instrument used in this practice is not properly sterilized, even before and after use. The method is too painful that it can cause bleeding and even to death. Also, I would like to emphasize on the concern of these babies, because some babies grow up hating the marks on them. We are now in a civilized world, and the reason why these marks were being implemented is no more needed. Together, let's educate our parents to stop marking the faces and bodies of these beautiful children. As part of my world to continue to wisen up, I envision an era where no child will be subjected to this tribal mark. Thank you very much.
Let's put our hands together for Muti from the Upper West region of Ghana. You are fortunate you don't have a mark, so you don't know how it feels, but you are fighting for those who have the marks. Let's go to the judges and see whether they will give you the mark on the paper. Let me start for Mr. Fusien Combat, your assessment of Muti's performance.
Muti, thank you for giving us a presentation in historic form. That's another technique in giving information. And then the advantages and disadvantages of the tribal marks. However, sometimes tribal marks can give duty to an individual. You can also use it on medical terms. So, however, you've done well. Thank you.
You've done well, he says. Thank you very much. Mr. Ken, your assessment.
Yes.
I like your costume and the smiles on your face. The topic you chose it seems someone earlier said something on that, but you also have a different form of presenting it. You gave us the history or the background of the tribal marks, its effects, the way to move forward. So I will plead with you to also sensitize your people, the elderly, so that they will also desist from giving tribal marks. not in a bad way though. But you did well.
You did well, he says. Thank you very much, Mr. Oniru Cosmos. Let's hear from you.
Yamuti,
Yes, sir.
how are you?
Fine.
So I like your outfit. You were very eloquent, your presentation. You also managed the stage very well. I like your hairstyle as well. The topic at hand which you chose is the tribal markers as a form of identification. Well, times are changing now. Probably we don't need no identification anymore. Is that right? Is that what you say?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Right. So we should do our best and then make sure we sensitize our people, educate them about the negative effects of it. We have to convince them. I haven't seen the real conviction from you people, except just say they are good, right? But if you said they are marking that show tribes, well, I don't have it. But you've done well. Thank you.
Thank you from the judges. If Luti is the lady you are rooting for, kindly vote for her by dialing the short code *447 *714# and code is Q&6 to keep this competition. Luti, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Maybe we have to give you one so that. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Upper West region of Ghana, let's come to the northern region town of Yendi and invite Party to give us the next performance. Let's put our hands together for Party.
Kaya nagtaalan niya na may siya man darza. Sibjahago puni. Dabang kura yalagu. Nani kurguna jintu kanye shale. Nyambia ay bora nintuntia. Apala wiyan yale. Ndayana nanama bamba ningura zamatu ampuria anawula. To our judges, audience, good evening. Every ethnic group, every clan, every lineage has a unique way of practicing their culture. In the northern region, aside our rites of passage, there are other cultural practices, including the giving of tribal marks, which I'll be talking about tonight. I believe you have begun to wonder, what am I coming to say about the wide visible marks on my face? Don't worry about it, because I have embraced it, because it has already been done. And so I cherish it so much, as it has given me a complete look of a typical northern queen. Cultural practices are a way of life of a group of people. In my region, there's other cultural practices which needs to be eradicated, aside tribal marks, is the killing of deformed babies. But I have said already, I'm going to be talking about tribal marks. Yes, every family, every clan has a way of practicing their culture. Our people saw the good aspect of our cultural practices to the neglect of the negative impact it has on us. And every cultural practice has both advantages and disadvantages. Tribal marks are given on their face and other parts of their body with sharp instruments, which later become permanent scars when it finally heals. And the perceived convenient time to give these marks is during infancy. Then we ask ourselves, our Wansamalama, who are responsible for for giving these tribal marks? Do they have the tools in abundance to cater for all individual children? No. It is always the same tools that are being used from house to house and from one child to another. Someone may ask, what if these tools are not being sterilized after use and continues to be reused from one child to the other? What happens? Then we say that infections and transfer of sicknesses from one child to the other is highly possible. Back in the days, tribal marks were given, and their main aim was purposely for identification, because history says that there were so much wars in the past, and as a result, people always get lost, and the only way to identify them was the use of tribal marks. But our people fail to also see that these tribal marks can make a person to be easily identified by the enemy, which can cause the person's lifetime opportunity, a job, a spouse, and so many other opportunities. This can also bring about inter-ethnic differences in our workplaces and bias. This means that the tribal marks is not doing good to us at all. The time it was good to us was in the olden days and not our present day. My people, it will interest you to know that majority of people with tribal marks cannot even tell the meaning or what it represents in their family. If this is so, where lies the significance of it? Others even go an extra mile of finding ways and means to make them completely invisible. This should tell you and I that those people never intended, it was never in their wish to have those marks, and so a violation of their rights as individuals. In spite of all of this, the practice of giving tribal marks can be transformed, if not completely eradicated. How? Our elders, please do not give us tribal marks in our infancy. Rather, let us grow in both body and mind, so that you can sit us down and give us proper education on the significance and importance of the tribal marks you intend to give us. Aside that, do not make it compulsory. Rather, let it be in our interest to have these marks or not. This, when done, will protect our rights as individuals and also give us a knowledge about the cultural practices of our people. Thank you.
Let's put our hands together for Party. So it made it beautiful. Let's go to the judges and hear what they have to say. Mr. Pussy Compounds, let's hear from you, your assessment of Party.
I don't have a comment, but I have a question. Party,
Yes,
how do you identify the Bumba in the streets of Tamale?
in the Rumba,
Yes.
in Tamale.
I love you to be Your name is Party. I'm Sadiq. With tribal marks.
It's not only with tribal marks. The donation and our language, as well as our way of doing things, can tell if we are the best or not.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go and sleep.
Thank you. Go and sleep, he says, because it's fine with her answer. Mr. Muniru Cosmos, let's hear from you. Your assessment of
Fatih,
Yes, Daddy.
you have really shown a lot of insight in this subject.
Thank you.
Probably you are the one who have hit the whole nail. You offered solutions really that when we follow, we might be able to get rid of the right aspect. The idea that we shouldn't give the past at the infancy, but let the children grow and when they decide. So when we all agree to that, I'm sure tribal markets will be there by choice or eradicated. Yes, this is the first person, you are the first person who have actually shown this, and you have done really very well.
Thank you.
Thank you very well. Thank you.
You have done well, he says. Mr. Ken, your assessment.
Yeah, Fatih, good evening.
Evening.
Your costume is on point.
Thank you.
Your presentation on point.
Thank you.
Eloquency on point.
Thank you.
Everything on point.
Thank you very much.
Everything on point, he says. Thank you very much. Is Fatih the lady you are rooting for? If yes, kindly vote for her by dialing the short code star 447 star 714 hash. Her code is QN3 to give her this competition. Fatih, thank you very much. We hope you skip perfection. Ladies and gentlemen, our 8 beautiful maidens have given us their performances. You voted. It's time to find out who stays and who goes home tonight. In no particular order, let's invite the 8 beautiful maidens standing in this competition. Let's invite Akasiga, Abasini, of course, Teya, Unzoya, Fatih, my dear, and of course, Sadia, and Muti on stage. Let's put our hands together for them. Let's also show appreciation to Celebrities Charity Development Foundation, mylovetoday.com, Love Television, NTV, the station that speaks your language. Let's also say a special mention to the Ghana Tourism Authority, the Center for National Culture in the 5 regions of the North, Smile Media Training Center, Moontouch Travel Limited, Ghana Library Authority, Tabali, Cultural Troop Bewayansi, Sabulugu, Nsabulugu, Production Team, Complex Media, OBL Studios, Brand Media Photography, Royal Digital Sound, Cash Out Media, and ABIT Consult. Ladies and gentlemen, let's invite our 8 standing beautiful ladies whilst the judges sound their scores. I will know who stays and who goes home. But the big question is, did he boots? Because these are your 8 beautiful maidens standing in this competition. Ladies and gentlemen, your 8 beautiful ladies are here. They have performed. You voted. And it's time to find out who you didn't vote for. And who the judges feel is at the bottom tree. Who did they impress them for the past weeks? Ladies and gentlemen, let me have the heartbeats. Why you look at me? Okay, so let's do this. We have some people to save and some people not to save. When I mention your name and I say forward, you come forward. When I say stay, you stay where you are. When I say backwards, you go backwards. Are we good with that? Okay. Fatih, come forward. Tia, come forward. Tia, come forward. Sadia, stay where you are. Kasiga, go back. Uzoria, come forward. Muti, go back. Okay, so 1332. Can you move forward? So who am I saying who is at the bottom tray, who is going home, and who is going to meet us next week again? Who are we saving?
Sadia.
Hey, did you vote?
Yes.
You didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, from your votes, you have decided that Tia and Fatih, unfortunately, will join us next week. Congratulations. Need one person from here to join, but who will that be? Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, from your public votes, you have decided that the Boko princess should go and practice for next week. Congratulations, Akasida. Ladies and gentlemen, from your votes again, you've taken that bold decision that you want to save the one who smiles all the time because you love her smile. Who will that be? Miss Muti. Congratulations. We'll see you next week. So they are left with 4 people. 1 more to go. Then, I'm happy to see Christmas. It's noisy. Who am I saving? Who am I saving? Hey. Did you vote? Yes. You didn't. Because if you did, they won't be here. Ladies and gentlemen, with the last power handle to me, this is where I do my job. After this, I have no power. What happens next? From your votes, it has been unanimously decided that the Kushebu princess will have to go and fight for her daughter and come back next week on this competition. Thank you very much. The 3 of you step forward. So the 3 standing beautiful ladies as at 8 p.m. on the voting charts were those with the lowest votes for tonight. Our judges have the power to decide who they will save, and the one person who will not be saved will go home. Who will that be? I don't know. For the first time, Sadia is at the bottom 3. Sadia, how does it feel? Talk to the microphone. I see you are sweating small. It's not easy to be here, right? Let me talk to Apasini. Apasini, is it the second time or 10th time? You are here again. Like seriously? Hey, how's the heartbeat? It's normal. Because you'll be here. It's normal. You are used to it now. Okay. My dear. Who was the doctor here? I need your thermometer, or what do they call it? I need you to check my dear's temperature. How are you feeling? Again.
See, I was in a comfortable lead.
They did you overtake you.
Overtaken last minute. Fire.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I will leave it to the fate of the judges now. My power has ended. Judges, the three beautiful ladies are here. Who are you saving first? Which one person will you save? Then it will level 2 for you to save the last person. And the last standard person will obviously have to leave this competition tonight. Mr. Ken, who are you saving?
I'm saving the Bonnie Princess.
Sadia has been saved. Let's put our hands together for Sadia. We'll see you next week. Sadia, congratulations. It's not easy, eh? Sadia said it's not easy, but she has been saved. So between Apasini and my dear, it's obviously clear in color that one person is going. Is it to my left or to my right? I can't tell. Let's go to the judges. And of course, Mr. Muliru is holding the microphone to do the justice to who stays and who goes.
Yes, we.
But before that, your advice to the two ladies.
Yes, we have all agreed that the performance today has been up by all the participants. It's so impressive. I am sure that your trick to all the tourist site must have gingered them to give us this amazing performance. They did their best. They tried to show that they know culture. And besides that, they all hit issues that are women related, you know. So girl child to school, travel markets, and Apasini, you did very well by showing who you were, especially in that same category. By conscientious.
Judges, hold on.
One more time.
Judges, hold on.
All right.
I want to talk to Apasini. If you're evicted tonight, what do you have for your people? That last message do you have for them? This is the second time you're giving this speech.
It's my head.
Third time now. Okay. Let me see whether you have a message. Let's hear you.
So, why is it that I'm so on time I say, yeah, that must listen. The past, I want to wait back. No, me not complete in the year. They told my dear and panel, I must go. Came on a color day, made it up. Behind me, Kaye was an imperium. Since you're about to go to National Bar, Mom, that I can get your cup of water. Let her summa. So, Benny Hammond, tell why you're about to go to National. They poet, thank you.
Chief of Namao, your daughter is saying you have to do for her. It's not going to be easy. The temperature where is very My dear wife, you're happy to see yourself. Take the mic. You have to talk. Wana and your people. My dear is here again. Why is she not your dear? Why are you not voting for her? She was in the comfortable league. My dear, talk to your people for me.
Seriously, it really baffles me because growing up and starting this pageantry up to now, I've really tried my best. And I believe that those watching at home know that I've tried my best. The vote is the paramount problem now, but then I still believe that more is yet to be done in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. And this speech alone can let me go and sleep peacefully tonight. Judges, do your work. I am done with mine.
Listening to both of them, it gives me and all the judges here and probably all seated hope. They are ready to hear any result that comes their way. They are also not downgraded. They are ready to show their best when they get the opportunity. But as you know, there's always a time. And today, tonight, we per your performance and the votes you have got, want to say that Apasini should come back next week.
Apasini has been saved by the judges. Thank you. Congratulations, Apasini. My dear. What's the man like? Wait and hear the judges now. The judges still have to say something.
Yes, my dear, it's not the time to say bye-bye. It's the time now to say welcome. So we welcome you outside the program, but that does not mean that's the end of you. Congratulations, you've done well, and you are still an ambassador, as you know. Thank you. I'll give it to my colleague from Mr. Fusi.
Okay, Mr. Ken wants to talk. Mr. Ken, talk to my dear friend. Now, you find it difficult to talk now. Okay, Mr. Muniru. The judges are okay. Ken, let's hear from you.
My dear, you did all you can. You did your best, especially today. The performance was all the contestants. Your performance was very high, and so myself, I scored all of you the same points because I didn't know who to score low. But as Muniru said, that's not the end. You are still an ambassador. So we urge you to go backstage and embark on your project. And we wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Okay, so the judges say they wish you all the best. Remember, my dear, you become the Queen of the North Ambassador for the Upper West region of Ghana. And this will be outdoor next week. She will be given a certificate of participation, her appointment letter as an ambassador, and of course, her project will be opened up to you on that feast day. That fateful day, she will be telling you what she will be doing if she moves to the Upper West region. And she will still be joining us on our next trip to the various regions for the tour. Let's put our hands together for my dear and take a final word from her. My dear, finally, the judges say it's time for you to leave the competition. Sadly, too. But what do you have for your people who didn't support you that much?
To be frank, the judges have really done their best. I wasn't also expecting myself to be part of the Act 3 again because they know that I've even promised them that I'm not going to be up here. So me showing myself up here, I was ready for it. I knew that definitely I should go home because I've already made my promise, but then I couldn't keep it. But then I still believe that more is yet to come. This is not the end of the road. We are still going to achieve it together. So we will do it. Thank you very much.
And this is what we want from the princess and the queen in making, my dear, for you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, sadly tonight, the lady we've all been clapping hands for her wonderful performances had to bow out of the competition. Your support is key, and that is why it is important for you to keep voting for your favorite nominee in this year's Queen of the North Ghana TV reality show. That ends it for today. My name is Abakar Sadek Suleiman. But before we go, over the weekend, we took our queens to the Savannah region of Ghana, where they were privileged to visit the Moli National Park, the Larbanga Ancient Mosque, the Mystic Stone, and all the way to the Pole district, where they visited the Rupe Royal Lodge, that is Pole, Dubai, where they were treated, VIP treatment was given to them. We'll go watch what happened, and of course, you can also see for yourself if we're missing how they saw the big elephants at the Moli National Park and the prayers they made for themselves at the Mystic Stone. So same time next week, it's bye for now, but let's watch what happened over the weekend at Savannah region.